Hello everyone, this is Pablo with Crafties915, and today I want to show you how to perform a quick fix, a quick temporary fix on your cutting strip. If you've noticed that your transfers are coming out, cut uneven, in the depth. There's some places where you're cutting in too deep. There's some places where you're not cutting enough. It might be that there's some damage to your cutting strip. And so if your cutting strip is damaged and you don't have a replacement available, like I do, I don't have my replacement in here yet. So while I'm waiting for my replacement to come in, I'm going to perform a temporary quick fix to the cutting strip so that it doesn't perform those, deeper cuts at some areas and then, not enough, of a deep cut in other areas. So if you want to learn how to do a quick fix on your damaged cutting strip, stick around. Okay, so it may be a little bit difficult to see on this transfer, but there's some areas of the transfer that are cut deeper than the other one, and then in some areas I wasn't able to weed correctly, so I had to use the help of an X-Acto knife. And so that's definitely due to the fact that my cutting strip is damaged. And so let me show you what a damaged cutting strip looks like and why you need to replace it or perform this quick fix as soon as possible. Okay, so here's my machine. It's the Expert II LX. And let me show you the cutting strip. And you definitely can see some areas that are damaged, like right there. There's some deep grooves in some areas of my cutting strip. Look, right there. And so that's making my cutter perform some cuts that are deeper in some areas and then not deep enough in others. Okay, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to perform a quick fix on this with some masking tape, and it's a quick temporary fix while you replace the cutting strip. And I'll show you in a video how to replace the cutting strip. Okay, so I'm going to start by moving my blade out of the way and getting some masking tape on top of my cutting strip. I'm going the full length, making sure that it is straight and flat, and without having to remove my blade. I want to show you how I make that fold. And then I move my blade housing to the other side where I've already installed my masking tape, and I'm going to finish the insulation right there. So I'm going to continue the insulation, just making sure that I'm covering the cutting strip. I'm going all the way to the end. And then with my knife. And cut off the excess on this end. And I'm going to cut off the excess on this end. And so there we go. This is a temporary fix on a damaged cutting strip while you replace your cutting strip. And so there you go. That's a quick fix on a damaged cutting strip. And I highly recommend that when you order your cutting strips, you order at least 2 of them, so that you can have a spare one in case you damage your cutting strip. Now, it is not common, but it is not inevitable that your cutting strip gets damaged. A lot of times we're cutting and we forget to line up our vinyl. Whatever reason it is, sometimes we set our pressure too high for certain materials. If you are like me that has different settings and different presets for different materials, sometimes you're cutting a thick material, you forget to change it, and then you cut a thinner material and it cuts through, the even the backing sheet, and it damages that cutting strip. Then it is good to have something like this, where you perform a fast quick fix, and always have a cutting strip handy, so that you're able to replace it when it gets severely damaged. My cutting strip has been damaged for a while. I just forget to order the strip. I had a couple already in stock to replace it with, but I used them and I forgot to reorder, and so I have to perform this quick fix. And it's not the first time that I do it, but it's always good to have 1 or 2 extra strips, just in case, because you never know when you're going to damage your strip. It can happen a year later. It can happen a couple of days after you replace it. So always have extras in hand. And I hope that this helps you in case you're having trouble with your blade cutting into deep in some areas and not enough. I hope that this fix helps you. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. And this fix is applicable to all cutters. Okay, so it's not just for the Expert II LX. Okay, so thank you very much. Hit that subscribe button. I hope this video has helped you in some way, and happy crafting.